Why is it that some businesses thrive while others fail? Is there something you can do to make sure that you're one of the ones that thrive? In today's video, Astro-Numerology reveals how it can be used to help you align your business with success. Hello and welcome to Astro-Numerology Reveal. I am your host, Kimberly. We're going to explore a different astronumerology topic today, and that is business astronumerology. First of all, I want to thank you so much for joining this video. Thank you for sharing this with other people who may need to hear this. Make sure that you share this with others who may be interested, maybe even entrepreneurs or someone that is thinking about starting a business. This video will let you know how important it is for you to consider your business astronumerology before you even start your business and during the process of your business journey. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that the show is brought to you by our returning guest, Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn. Make sure you check him and horologist in Carew out on March the 18th. He will be discussing the power of precious metals. He'll go into the metaphysical properties of precious metals. He'll talk about some of the health benefits that can be obtained from using some of these precious metals. And he'll also talk to you about why you should be investing in precious metals. You can check that out. You can click the QR code in the bottom of the flyer so that you can make sure that you attend that. You can also go to Linktree/numbers and you, where you can find this link and the links to some of LLoyd's other exclusive products and services. I'm just going to leave his information at the bottom of the screen in case you want to access that information as well. So today I'm talking about a topic that I'm very passionate about. I enjoy astronumerology and I especially enjoy business. And so I merged the two together and I've decided that I'm moving forward with business astronumerology. And a lot of people may not know much about business astronumerology. So I'm just going to explain it here. And I'm wearing red for a very special reason because I'm going to be analyzing one of the companies that we all know and some of us love. So you'll see what the connection with the red is. However, before we even get started, there may be some new people that don't know what numerology is or what astronumerology is. So I'm going to explain that first. And I'm going to explain it in a very, very simple way so that you can understand it. What numerology is the study of the symbols that we call numbers. Every number is considered a symbol and letter because the numbers and the letters correspond. But all of these numbers and letters have a specific frequency. They have an energetic expression. And so whatever that symbol, which is the number or letter, is connected to, whether it be a person, place, or thing, it will have that energetic expression about it. Astronumerology is the combination of astrology and numerology. And how this works is I said in numerology that the symbols that are used are numbers and letters. Well, astrology has symbols too. They're planets and zodiac signs. So each number is ruled by a specific planet and zodiac sign, which adds to the energetic frequency of that number and that person, place, or thing. So that's the basic understanding of it. And what business numerology is all about, it's about letting you know that yes, you have a birthday number. Your numerology chart is based on your birthday number. However, your business has a birthday too. So your business is also connected to different frequencies according to the numbers and letters that are in the business. And when you know about these numbers and letters and the frequencies that they carry, you understand how to align your business in a way that leads to success. So that's basically what it is in a nutshell. You can use astronumerology to help you live a more fulfilled life, to help you align with your goals, dreams, and fulfill your wishes. And you can do it also for your business. And this is important because with what I said in the beginning, some businesses thrive while other businesses fail. But if you properly align your business with the symbols that are connected to it, you'll align with success. And I'm going to talk about how that happens today. And I'm going to use this small, teeny tiny case study that I've started so that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So we're going to get started. I told you that the red is for a purpose. We're going to be talking about Coca-Cola. I don't know how I got caught up with Coca-Cola. I don't know what made me start this case study, but now since I've started this case study, I noticed something about it. Okay, first of all, Coca-Cola, the name adds up to a 19-1. And what I just found out at the very end of this presentation is that 19-1, that's also my name. So when we look at the name Coca-Cola, and we break these names down in the Chaldean system, it equals the number 19. And because it's the Chaldean system, we're going to look at the double digit number first, which is the 19. And the 19 is called the Prince of Heaven. This is considered to be a favorable number, especially in business, and it is extremely fortunate, and it denotes money, success, and esteem. So it's wonderful that Coca-Cola has this number. And the base number, which is the number that the 19 reduces to, is the number 1. So we know about the number 1. The number 1 is the leader. The number 1 is passionate. We know that the number 1 is aggressive. We know that the number 1 likes to do things new. They're inventive. And Coca-Cola was founded January the 29th, 1892. It was founded in the year of 1892. And the reason why I noted that it was founded in the year of 1892, that it took quite a bit of research for me to find out the exact day that it was founded on. It just said at first that it was originally created in 1892. So I thought that that was significant even after I found the date, because when I added 1892, I found out that 1892 actually equals up to the year of the 20. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more. And so the business mission number, which is all of the birthday, the entire birthday together, equals up to a 14-5. And we're going to get deeper into that too. So the first thing that we note about Coca-Cola. And we know that none of us was born during the time that Coca-Cola first got its start. But for as long as I've known it, Coca-Cola has been this color. And so um, what you're looking at now to beside Coca-Cola, I guess it would be your right side of the screen. I'm not sure, but this is the brand board, a part of the brand board for Coca-Cola, and it's the color palette. Okay, so in the beginning, it tells you about the mission of this company and what this company is really saying to us is they are the leader. They're bold, they're innovative, and they're the trailblazer. And so, one of the things that you will get from knowing your business numerology is you will know what colors to use. You know, it's kind of difficult sometimes trying to figure out a logo in the beginning of starting a new business. What colors do you want to pick out? And I know a lot of people use the color psychology, but when you do it according to the business Astro-Numerology, you know exactly what colors to use to attract the audience that you are trying to attract. So in this case, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola uses the red and white. And when you look at the color of Coca-Cola and the color palette, you see that the red is there. The colors may be off a little bit, but it can be any kind of red. So this right here represents what this color is all about. And I like the fact that this just use plain colors, red and white. And so we're going to move on to the next slide. And I'm going to tell you some other things that business astronumerology reveals about your businesses. Some of these things are like amazing. Well, all of these things are amazing to me. First of all, it tells you the font you should be using. Which font should you be using? Because if you're branding anything, you should be using the same types of fonts with every piece of communication that's going out. When you know your business astronumerology, you know what fonts you need to use. You know what size those fonts need to be. You know the shapes. Now let's talk about Coca-Cola. Okay. The shapes, and the one that I see that goes on throughout the Coca-Cola is the lines. You know, the lines, it's not like a whole lot of extravagant stuff, but you do see the little wavy line at the bottom. And not only that, since we said that Coca-Cola was founded on the 29th of the month, we can also say that a part of their font is to be script or something elegant and beautiful. And when you look at this, this is cursive writing. When you look at the dash between the Coca and the Cola, then that's another line. So astronumerology will help you determine what shapes you need to be using, whether it's in your logo or whether it's in your flyers as well. It will also teach you, and I think this is awesome, your target audience. What people will you attract to your business? Not only what people you will attract, which is who we call your target audience. How do you appeal to them? How do you communicate to them? How do you promote to them? You know, what types of services and products should you be offering these people? It also tells you about the company mission. It tells you about favorable times and timing in your business, and we'll get to that at the end of the slides. And it also details your associate compatibility. Now, for a business owner, this is important. It lets you know the demographics of your target audience. It lets you know who's going to be attracted to your business. That is huge because these colors and what it all boils down to is the numerology, the symbols that are subconscious or hidden, is really setting off an energetic frequency that attracts certain type of people. That color red is attracting certain type of people. So that's one of the things that you should understand about business astronumerology, and it's accurate. So now we're going to get into a little bit about Coca-Cola history because there are some things that I found pretty interesting in this. Okay, so we know that Coca-Cola was founded January 29th, 1892. And so that makes Coca-Cola an Aquarius master number 11. Can you say humanitarian, visionary, forward thinker, thinks outside of the box, and sensitive to the needs of other people because that too is there. And when we talk about two, also we talk about groups. And we know that the two is ruled by the moon, and the moon represents the massive. So this right here has a mass appeal. And think about Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is not just limited to the United States. It has a mass appeal. And we're going to get into this humanitarian approach a little bit later. But I also found that it was founded in 1892, as I said earlier, and that represents the year of the 20. And the 20 is also called the awakening card. And it is to raise the consciousness of others. And we're talking about the moon again. So this talks about masses, this Aquarian humanitarian energy. It's talking about bringing people together, and not just a few people like at a family reunion or something. This means like big groups of people, bringing them together. And so here's a little extra tidbit too, and I found this kind of interesting. So when you look at this too, the company was founded in the year of the 20, which is the 2. On the 29th, 2 plus 9 equals 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. So there's a couple of 2s there. The more 2s you have, the stronger that energy of the 2 is. But we have to make sure that wherever we see a 2, we add or include its interchangeable number, the number 7. And with the number 7, the 7 represents Neptune. Some of the things that Neptune represent, and I'm going to say a couple of things to touch on this point, is number 1, illusion. And we're going to see that in a few minutes when we talk about the role that Santa Claus played in Coca-Cola's marketing. Number 2, Neptune also represents drugs. And the interesting thing in history about Coca-Cola is how it got its name and the original recipe of Coca-Cola. I'm not going to say the word here, of course, but if you look at the first part of the word, coca, it comes from the coca leaf. And so they found out that the substance in that was actually something that it was a substance that we know today as a narcotic or a drug. And also, what you need to note too, when we talk about Neptune and we talk about drugs, we're talking about all kind of drugs. This could be prescription drugs or anything like that. What they said Coca-Cola was initially made for was to stop headaches. And when we think about the number 19, that 1 is there plus that 9 is there. And that 9 is ruled by Aries. And one of the indications of Aries is headaches. But also, we just know that anytime that is used as a pharmaceutical, that is like a Neptunian thing. So that's interesting to know about the history of it. And what really happened was when people found out that that's what they were making this plant out of, they had to eventually stop, and they were using it. A lot of people were using it to make people work harder and things of that nature. And these are things that I've read over the years, but that's that Neptune energy. So we're going to keep on with the business mission. And remember, I told you the business mission is the entire birthday together. So the entire birthday together is a 14-5. And so when we look at the number 5, just to name a couple of things, 5 is the number of change, communication, promotion, intellect. The interesting fact here is that in the 1920s, and we're going to look at, in the 1920s, Santa becomes a part of Coca-Cola's marketing strategy. And the company needed a way to sell a summer beverage. So it was during the cold part of the year, it was during the winter, and people were wanting hot drinks like maybe apple cider, coffee, teas, or whatever. And the cola beverages, they saw a drop during this time because people were buying winter drinks. So Coca-Cola needed a way to increase sales during the winter time. And so what happened was they decided to use Santa Claus in their marketing strategy. So Santa, and the interesting thing about it is when people look at it today, and as I said, that 1920 was a long time away. I know it's people that were maybe even born in the 1920s that can remember the start of this, but for the most part, most people think that Santa Claus made Coca-Cola popular, and that's how it was. But you should know that the use of Santa Claus by Coca-Cola made Santa Claus a popular character. So they came up with the Santa that most of the children today know, the one with the big beard and with the red jacket. Just notice that the Santa Claus is wearing Coca-Cola colors instead of it being like, Santa Claus made Coca-Cola popular. It kind of went the other way around, and probably they worked things out together. And so this is what their branding strategy was. And with that 14-5 business mission, I'm not surprised that they were ingenious in doing this. It said that Coca-Cola's branding is synonymous with joy, togetherness, and refreshment. Now, doesn't that sound like the energy of 2? the awakening, bringing people together. Bringing people together for this event called Christmas, these holidays, giving them an illusion to play with, to have fun with, doing this in a humanitarian way, bringing people together. That's a double dose of those twos. It also says the iconic red color and dynamic logo is easily recognized worldwide. And the brand consistently emphasizing universal themes, connecting people across cultures. Those are the twos coming into play. And so now we're going to talk about one of the other things that you can do with business astronumerology. You can also forecast. And what this is saying is you can prepare for later times. It helps you with timing. It lets you know when the business is at its best time and when the business may need to lay low on some different things or to be cautious about certain things. You get key numbers, and for the January 29th birthday, the key numbers for Coca-Cola is the 2, 7, the 4, and the 1. And the days would be Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And so we already know with that, um, anytime that the business is making big decisions or starting something new or doing any marketing or anything, they should use days that add up to a 2, a 7, a 4, a 1, or do them on days like Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Specifically, Monday would be a good day if you're collaborating with other people, if you're working in groups, if you need to be patient, if you need to exercise tact and understanding. Monday would be a good day for that. A good day on Wednesday would be a good day for promotion or communication. This could be a good day to write a proposal. This could be a good day to craft flyers. Sunday, we know that's the number one day. So on a Sunday, it would be a time for you to start something new or start something different. And the number one day is the day that you should step out on faith or do something independently. And so now we're going to get down to how we can forecast, like, let's say, for instance, the year ahead, your annual business cycle. For you, it would be your personal year. For your business, it would be the annual business cycle. And so with Coca-Cola's annual business cycle right now, they're in a 12 business cycle. So this is a 3. This is a year that they could be expanding in some kind of way. They could be expanding their reach. Big things could be happening for them. This could be a time for them to be optimistic. This is a pretty much good luck period for them. However, this is the number 12, 3. So they should also watch out for being taken advantage of or being misused as a business, because 12 is a number of the victim's sacrifice for the plans and intrigues of others. So this is something that you should be paying attention to, making sure that you're not getting scammed in your business this year. Make sure everything is on the up and up. And so now, since we know that the business is in an annual 3 business cycle, what we're going to determine is what cycle will they be in the month of January. Okay, so this is a 3 year that they're in. And so if you add 3 to the month of January, you have the number 4. So that means January was probably a good month for Coca-Cola because it aligns with one of their key numbers, it's the 4. And so this may have been a time where they have been looking at their budget in January, cutting back on things that need to be cut back on, making sure that there's no overspending going on, making sure that there are no boundaries being crossed or enforcing new boundaries in the business. And this could be a time for the business to be building up in some kind of way or another. So that's how you would do it throughout the year. So if January is a number 4, then February will be a number 5. And so the number 5 will be a great cycle for promotion. So these are all of the things that you can do using Astro-Numerology to align your business with success. Because just as you have a birthday number, your business also has a birthday too. So if you want to align your business with success, if you want your business to run smoothly, you need to make sure that you're applying business astronumerology within your life or within your business. This is a wonderful tool that many people can use. And as you can see, with just the small presentation that I showed you with Coca-Cola, there are so many ways that astronumerology can help you align your business with success. If you see anything that interests you, make sure you reach out at Kimberly, KIMBALEY.com.